They don't do it. I had to sneeze.
Hi everybody, Mrs. Tavar here, aka Rockin' Librarian, and today we're going to start talking about medals that books can win. So here in the Bitmoji classroom, you see up here are the different types of medals that you often see on books, especially in elementary school. So the first one is the Caldecott medal, and it's actually a bronze medal for first place, and then the silver are runner-ups. Over here is the Newbery Medal. This is really you only maybe are starting to hear about because these are for upper level elementary students, 4th, 5th, and then really middle school and high school. This medal you see on books is the Caldecott King Award. And this one is the Pure Belpré Award. So what we're going to be working on is you're going to identify characteristics of literary awards, and you're going to be exposed to a variety of literature and illustrations. And this may be a technique of how you find the next book you want to read. So on the second Bitmoji page, we're going to focus just on the Caldecott winners. And you'll see the image here has a horse with a rider on. And this is actually because Randolph Caldecott was the first illustrator to put illustrations in his books. And then other authors did that as well. And this was one of his drawings. That's how this medal kind of came about. So the criteria, if you click this link here, you get the full criteria in detail right there. But I kind of summed it up for us. So this book is given annually, meaning every year they vote on it in January, and it's coming up for this year's winner. So it's given annually. And they look at all the books from the previous year. So this book won in 2020, The Undefeated, and it does have its medal here. The copy I have has no medal on it because I actually bought the book before it won. So sometimes the book may not have a medal. It's important to know that you can look it up and find out what book won or what are some winners to get ideas of what to read next. So The Undefeated was published. Of course, we know how to find the copyright date by opening up to the title page and going to the second page called the verso. And if it's not on the verso, the back of the title page, like this one, let me hold it up. There's Undefeated, and the back does not have all the copyright information, then it's in the back of the book to find the year it was published. So this should have been published in 2019, and let me just take a check, and it says it, and it's very hard to read. It's very small, fine print, but the copyright date, it was written and published. It was published in 2019. They vote on them the following January. So they voted in 2020, January 2020, and this was the first place winner. So it's given annually. The artist, the illustrator, the artist has to be an American citizen or living in the US when the book was published. The book has to have a visual experience. So the Caldecott is based on illustrations mainly. Then what follows is, does the illustration support and strengthen the story? Like, does it add to the storyline, the theme, or the concept? So this is the Caldecott Award. Again, it's bronze is first place, and then runner-up are silver. So I put on here the last few years of winners. So 2020, last year, The Undefeated won. The year before, Hello Lighthouse. 2018, Wolf in the Snow. 2017, Radiant Child. 2016, Finding Winnie. Now, I also put down here that this year, I didn't think this should be the winner, personally. I thought Do As Tax should be the winner. It was one of the runner-ups, the honorary awards. And in 2016, this was a great book, but I really loved Trombone Shorty. And if you look closely on this book, it also, not only was it a Caldecott Honorary Award, it also won the Caldecott King Award. So sometimes books will win multiple medals. Actually, this one also won the Newbery Honorary Award. You can barely see it, but it's there. So on this Caldecott, if you click on it, it will give you, I linked the website where you can look at the winners for yourself and the criteria. And over here it says the medals and honorary books. From 1938, they've been doing this. So last year, like I said, was undefeated, but here are the books that were honorary books. So they didn't come in first place, but they got an honorary award, the Silver Award. Bear Came Along, Double Bass Blues, Going Home with Daddy. And then you can go back from years before too. Hello Lighthouse, and here are the runners up as well. I like to use this website called Goodreads. I actually have it on my phone where I track my books I've read, and you can rate them. I'm not open to mine right now, but you can click want to read and you put it in there, currently reading, or you've read it, which keeps a nice list of what you've read and what you've liked. And then you can rate them to know how you liked it, and it helps you recommend to other people. So I recommend you do that. They give you nice summaries too on the book. So The Undefeated this poem is a love letter to Black people in the United States. It highlights the unspeakable trauma of slavery, the faith and fire of the civil rights movement, the grit and passion and perseverance of some of the world's greatest heroes. The text is also peppered with references to the words of Martin Luther King Jr., Langston Hughes, Gwendolyn Brooks, and others, offering deeper insights into accomplishments of the past while bringing attention to the endurance and spirit of those surviving and thriving in the present. Here was Hello Lighthouse, which I just want to open this book a little bit to show you some of the illustrations. Let me read the summary and then I will close this screen to show you in larger pictures. Watch the days and seasons pass as the winds blow. The fog rolls in and icebergs drift by. Outside, there's water all around. Inside, the daily life of a lighthouse keeper and his family unfolds as the keeper boils water for tea, lights the lamp's wick, and writes every detail in his logbook. So Hello Lighthouse was actually really one of my favorites that won the Caldecott. And what was great is the illustrations. Let's see who the author is. The author is Sophie Blackgall, and she's also the illustrator. Sometimes they'll do both, right? Write the words and illustrate the book. This was just so beautiful, and I want to show you a few pages. And sometimes my students point things out to me that I may not have realized or noticed that the illustrator did, that was done on purpose. So on the first page, let me hold it tight. You see where the sun is rising, or it's red, right? So the sun is rising, we know it rises in the east, right? So on this illustration, he's coming into the lighthouse to take over his position, and the sun is rising over there. And the book has words, from dusk to dawn, the lighthouse beams. Hello, 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 lighthouse. And I'm not going to read this whole book. I'm just going to point out some of the beautiful illustrations. This page is so, I feel like I'm there. I feel like I'm at the storm with the waves crashing high and him standing up in the lighthouse watching, sending the beacon call to the ships. And the words on the page, the sky grows dark and the waves rise and crash. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, look at this page. It's so hard to see because the fog has rolled in. And look how beautiful the illustrations are. And the words on this page are, the fog makes everything disappear. The bell must be rung to warn the ships. Clang, clang, clang. Of course, we have some onomatopoeia there, right? Words that sound as they're spelled. Clang, clang, clang. Beautiful. Oh, I love this. Check out the spiral staircase. And then the words on the page support the illustrations back and forth. They support each other. My wife is everywhere all at once, running up and down spiral staircase. So the words, go up and down like the spiral staircase. Of course, at the end of their term, however long they work for, whether it's a year or whatever it is, they are taken away off the lighthouse. And look where the sun is now. The sun, if you can see it, is on this side. And of course, sun sets in the west. He's going back to land. So the illustrations are just absolutely beautiful. And then one thing in this book that has that's kind of special opens up into this magnificent page. And the words on this page are, over the waves, across the bay, a light on the land beams back. Hello, 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 lighthouse. And that's when he's moved back home and he's on this house here on the hill overlooking the lighthouse. So this is a beautiful winner. Let's see, what year did it win? It was published. It was published in 2018 on the copyright page, right? And that's tiny writing. So that means it won in 2019. And this was a beautiful book, maybe a book you want to check out at the library and really look at yourself and analyze it. What's great is picture books are for all ages. And that's why in the library, they're in the everyone section. You could see that, everyone section, because they really are for everyone. I really enjoy them. Of course, the next book was Wolf in the Snow, Caldecott winner of 2018. And of course, it was published in 2017. It was voted again. They're annually, and they're voted in January following the year they're published. So it won in 2018. And this book we're actually going to read today together because we're kind of talking about snow and winter. We did finish reading Snowflake Bentley, which again was a Caldecott winner. And I had to look at the copyright date. You see the copyright date is 1998. So then it was voted on in January 1999, and it was the Caldecott winner that year. So again, back on Goodreads, we can get a good summary and see what other people think of the book. And this is rated 417 and stars out of 5. And the book is about a girl that is lost in a snowstorm. A wolf cub is lost too. How will they find their way home? Paintings are rich with feeling, tell this satisfying story of friendship and trust. Here is a book set on a wintry night that will spark imaginations and warm hearts, from Matthew Cardwell, author of Troublegum and Another Brother. So he's the one that did this review. So Wolf in the Snow by Matthew Cardwell, only one name on the cover, so that's the author and the illustrator. Of course, this will be in the everyone section with the author's first 3 letters of the last name, C-O-R. So if we go to the spine, we can see that it's in the everyone section, C-O-R. And I do have a sticker on it called the Caldecott Award winner, so you can kind of sometimes see them from the spine without pulling out. And sometimes they have stickers on them, and sometimes they don't because we might have bought it before it was a winner. So Wolf in the Snow. As we're reading this book today, we really want to see if the story line is supported by the beautiful illustrations and why it was the winner. So Wolf in the Snow. It's important to read the picture. So it looks like there's a little girl and a dog and the parents drinking some hot cocoa or coffee, and it's snowing outside. Bark, 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 bark. And the little dog is kind of saying goodbye as she waves in her red snow coat, and it's starting to snow. I love this, how the illustrator puts circles around each of the families, right? So over here, we have the little girl walking all by herself. And over here, we have the wolf cub right in the middle with the pack of wolves, maybe mom or dad, howling, protecting the little animal. Here's the title of the the verso where we get the copyright information. And there's the C, it's very small, 2017. And we can find out who published the book as well. So Wolf in the Snow by Matthew Cordell by Farewell and Friends Publishing Company in New York. So the child is leaving school for the day, waving goodbye to the schoolyard, starting to snow, big fields and beautiful watercolors done. Maybe a little black ink above it. Mama or Papa Wolf, and there's the baby cub, kind of in the middle, being protected by the pack. What is going on? The trees are leaning one way. The character's eyes are squinty and leaning forward against the wind, it looks like. There's the pack, and the cub is being way falling behind. Eyes covered, snow tracks. Head down in the wind, snow tracks. Huff, huff, whine, whine, as they head towards one another. Come here, almost like big eyes, like, I'll help you. You know, think about a time that maybe you got separated from your family. It's scary and lonely, and the wolf cub looks a little scared. Eyes looking back like, should I go? Should I not go? Wolf cub leading the way. Oh no, sunk in the snow. Oh, little child picks up the wolf and looks. Huh? Question mark. Oh, so far away. Like, how will she get there? These long tracks getting to the, oh, slippery, going over a creek, it looks like, with little rocks, trying to watch the way, guarding off with a stick to some other animal with a bushy tail. Grrr. Screech, screech, screech. God, look at the eyes. The eyes look frightened to me. Scared, not knowing what to do. Look at these beautiful watercolor illustrations supporting the story, which doesn't have much words, right? Oh, still, look at those eyes. Those eyes tell me a little afraid, but I'm going to help this wolf cub. Oh, and of course, you see how the words are getting bigger. So she's getting closer to the sound. Huff, huff, huff. Wind still blowing. Oh no. What will happen? What do you infer will happen? Big eyes. Looks like the pup is happy. Papa or mama. Oh no. Oh, again, look at those eyes. Not sure I want to be looking down that wolf's eyes. But goes the little wolf cub. Ears are back. You know what that means. Sink. Sniff, sniff, lick, lick. Mama or Papa carries off the wolf. Pure exhaustion, right? Sweat maybe coming off the face, yet cold. The wolf pack all protecting the baby again. as the child goes off by herself, leaving the wolf pack behind. Bark, bark! And lights of some sort. What do you think is happening? What do you infer? Who's barking? What is your inference there, your guess from your prior knowledge on what's going on in the story? Yeah, maybe the family is searching and the dog is trying to smell for the child as well. Huff, huff, I can do it, I can do it. Lights coming closer. Oh no, fall in the snow. Oh my gosh, the wolf pack coming back. Oh no, and the light's still so far away and the barking is still so far away. So what can we infer the wolves are going to do? Are they going to hurt the child? Are they going to help the child? What do you think? What's your inference there, your educated guess? My guess is that the wolves will help since she helped the little cub. Circling around. Oh, licking, bundled up. Almost talking to one another. We're over here, come, come. I'm coming, bark, bark, bark. Bark, bark. One of the parents, her dog, flashlight. Oh, as they go off. They're a family. Running home, running home. I got her. Yay, yay, come to me. Look at that beautiful illustration. I love the blue watercolors. And there they are, back at home. The coat over here of the parents. Maybe drinking some hot cocoa and the little doggy. Wolf in the snow. At this time, go back to the Bitmoji classroom where we started, and we worked on the characteristics of the Caldecott Award, the bronze medal in the upper left-hand corner, and you were exposed to a variety of literature and illustrations there. On the second page of the Bitmoji classroom, it had the criteria. Of course, it's given annually by an American artist that lives in the United States. It gives a good visual experience like Wolf in the Snow did, supporting the storyline and theme of families helping each other in friendship. If you turn the page now on the Bitmoji classroom to this slide, Wolf in the Snow, if you click on his image, you will get some background information about a secret cover called the case cover underneath the book jacket. So you can listen to that. And then also after that, you can click on Hello Neighbor and you can learn how to draw with Matthew Cordell in his new book, Hello Neighbor. So you'll need a black pen, or I suggest a pencil and a piece of paper, and have some fun drawing with Matthew Cordell in his book, Hello Neighbor. Have fun drawing. Remember that you can type in Caldecott into a library search or look at Caldecott winners for ideas for your next book. Happy reading and happy illustrating. Bye.